Mason, what's up, dude?
Hey, how are you doing, Alex?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right, doing all right. I'm a huge fan of your work. I've been watching a lot of your videos,
Thank
and
you.
I wanted to ask some questions because it's been on my mind lately, and I don't know. I just really am discerning between Eastern Orthodoxy and Catholicism,
Okay.
and I guess my issue is like, how can I reconcile with like the papacy and stuff? Like I watched your videos, of course, and I watched your debate. But even then, it's like I see Catholics make convincing arguments that the papacy is true, and I'm trying to study church history as well. But the more I think about it, I think the Orthodox is more convincing. So I just
Good.
I like hear what you have to say.
I mean, do you think that the Pope that when he went and started, do you think that he went and started his own church, or do you think that the four other patriarchs started their own church?
Well, that'd be kind of weird if the four patriarchs started their own church. That'd be kind of a little weird.
Well, and then you see like if you read the errors of the Latins, you'll see that a lot of the documents that the Bishop of Rome based, the schism on, it was
Mhm.
fraudulent. The whole thing was based on fraud. Like they lied. And then they lied about lying. So like the
Yeah,
donation of Constantine, that
right.
played like a huge role in the conversations between the patriarch of, or the emperor and the patriarch of Constantinople with the Bishop of Rome around like the 1050s. Like that's a forgery. A lot of their claims relied on fraud. Their whole thing is based on fraud. And then they changed their church. It went through a reformation called the Gregorian Reforms. Then you have the Protestant Reformation, and then the Tridentine Reforms. So that's like what the Catholic Church broke away based on fraud in the first place. Then they changed. Then they changed again. Then they changed again at Vatican I with the Ultramontane Church, and they changed again at Vatican II with the ecclesial restructuring. And like these are Catholic scholars, dude. Like this is
Mhm.
not. I'm not going to some like Orthodox source. Like this is John O'Malley, dude. This is
Right.
like a Catholic guy. Like they admit this.
Yeah, I think one thing
It's
that
like not
really
even a
kind
matter
of
of opinion anymore. Like it's just everybody knows this.
right. I feel like the one thing that really nailed the coffin was Eastern Catholicism for me, because I
Uh-huh.
watched a lot of David Erhan's videos on
Oh, he
Eastern
has good
Catholicism.
stuff on that. Yeah, he makes
Yeah,
really good arguments.
absolutely. And that was really what nailed the coffin for me because they literally do exactly Orthodox things. And, they don't recite the filioque and all that stuff. It was like, to me, it's like, what's even the point? You know, that was
Yeah.
really what did it for me, I guess. But I
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
the argument about the Bizcats is, yeah, that's a strong one
Yeah,
for us.
definitely, definitely. Also, I also think like the spirit of Catholicism, especially with Vatican II, with like Muslims worship the same God as like the Christians do, and like even the
Yeah,
Pope
you don't want
saying
to sign
it.
up for that, do you?
No, I
That's
really don't,
gay.
to be honest. I don't know. I'm more convinced with Orthodoxy the more I think about it because I even visited like the Holy Trinity Monastery in Jordanville,
Oh,
New
good,
York,
dude. That's really
and
good.
I even think about staying the night there actually and visit there again.
I think that'd be
And really,
very beneficial
absolutely.
spiritually. Yeah.
I think, the more I think about it, I mean, even just the short conversation we're having right now, I think maybe I might be want to convert to Orthodoxy.
You might be Orthodox already in your heart.
Maybe so. Maybe it's only a matter of time. I've been praying for God to kind of
Hold
reveal
on
all
a minute.
things to
Sorry, I
me.
gotta interrupt. I'm sorry, but I got $100 super chat from Panda Bandit 4839. Thank you so much, dude. Thanks for the talk. I'll dig in on the curriculum and go after the Catholics after. So, Father Stephen, I'm going to email your parish to see if we can schedule a call re-curriculum. Again, Alex, thank you for what you do. You're doing great work for the church. Guys, you're trying to make me blush tonight.
That's amazing.
And also remember to forgive your mother, guys.
Have you forgiven your mother?
I feel like I got to do an eagle for this. Thank you very much for the very extremely generous donation, man. Thank you. Sorry I interrupted you, Mason, man.
No,
Go
it
ahead.
is okay. It's okay. I get it. I also noticed, like you said earlier with someone else, that a lot of Catholic apologists lied. I also noticed they kind of like don't have the same kind of like answer. Like they're kind of like different depending on who you ask too. Like,
Well, they don't want to defend the Roman Catholic Church today. They're always talking about, well, let's talk about whether you see Vatican I in the first millennia or not. And it's like, let's see if the Roman Catholic Church, like, if you join it today, what are you signing up for today? Right? Like, that's the practical thing that people are asking. Like, if I sign up for it today, is this the same church as the one that Jesus started? Right? Is this the one that has the lineage all the way back there? And it's like just even like a cursory review of the history. Well, maybe that's easy to say from my shoes after reading it now. A review of the history with like a little bit of effort, I think you can see that, you know, Orthodoxy has the most defensible line of continuity.
Yeah, I would say so too. Especially like the filioque too. That's like another stumbling block.
That's like they blatantly changed. Like,
yes,
obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I look at like the Cappadocian fathers and like St. John Damascus, and like to me, they obviously talk about the monarchy of the Father, like without a doubt. And,
yeah, like blatantly, like easily.
I mean, the one thing that really like tells me something is like the Catholics will say, "Oh, well, it was a later like thing, like it had to be later, like interpreted."
It had to be later.
Yeah, or something like the lines of like, oh, it wasn't clarified or anything, but it's like
I thought the progressive revelation, the era of progressive revelation was done with.
Yes, exactly. Like if it, to me, it's like if the filioque was true, wouldn't you think it would be there from like the very beginning? Like it didn't need to be
when they established their doctrine of God. Like,
yes, especially that they also
redo it 1,000 years later.
Yeah, that just
700 years later, whatever.
Yeah, like especially with the Council of Constantinople, where West and East both accepted that. The one where they gave Photius back his position.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like
and they later lied about it, dude. They lied about it. Like, have you read Dvorak?
No, I have not.
Okay, so he's Roman Catholic, dude. He's on their side, right? And he basically says that the reason why they accept the 769 council over the 779 council is because the canonists wanted to use the canons established at the 769 council, so they just lied.
Really?
Yes, he admits this. Hold on, let me find it because
I'm very interested. Wow, okay. Catholic scholar, interesting.
He's like the preeminent Catholic scholar on this.
Interesting.
Like he is very well respected, and I'm like, I mean, no wonder they don't talk about him more.
I guess so.
The Eighth Council was not included among the ecumenical councils by the Roman Church from 880 until the beginning of the 12th century, and until that time, the two churches were in perfect agreement. It was only as a result of the canonists' extraordinary oversight at the end of the 11th century that this council reappeared on the list of ecumenical councils. Canon 22, forbidding laymen to interfere in episcopal elections, discovered by the canonists of the Gregorian period, mainly contributed to the popularity of the council in the West and facilitated the canonists' misrepresentation.
Wow.
They lied. They misrepresented it.
That is crazy.
He admits it, dude. Like,
I gotta read that book. That is really interesting.
Yeah, like this is like after I learned about the Eighth, like, and Father Stephen, the book from Uncut Mountain Press on the Eighth Ecumenical Council, that one is really important too, because okay, this is the Roman Catholic side of the story. Imagine how bad and damning the Orthodox side is.
Right.
Yeah, like, of course, you know, like the truth is probably somewhere in between, but like the Roman Catholics already concede so much in that the reason why they don't accept this council is because their canonists lied. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, that's a very powerful council there.
Well, that and like the, you know, other like stuff that, you know, they kind of just hand wave it now, like Vatican II said, oh, Orthodox have valid sacraments. Well, it's like saying they got valid priesthood too. It's like, well, you're basically saying that everything they do is valid, but yeah.
What do I need your Pope for then? Right?
Exactly. It kind of defeats the purpose, and it also defeats the purpose for Eastern Catholics altogether. It makes it practically useless.
Yeah. You
And-
can have
and-
whatever right you want. You can have a clown mass.
Yeah, I mean, with all this craziness, it's like, I don't know, I feel like Orthodoxy is more consistent because I could go to a Russian Orthodox church while I'm like a Greek Orthodox, and it'd be like fine because they accept the same theology and they don't like, you know, be inconsistent with one another. Like I think they have an Oriental rite too, or something like that. I'm not sure if that's
Well,
true.
the
or not.
Church of Thomas is, I think, in communion with the Pope, like some ancient Indian church, like
Mhm.
India as in, like Indian as in India.
Yeah. I also
Yeah,
like.
they use the anaphora of Nestorius in the Chaldean
Mhm.
Catholic Church.
Yep, I heard about that when I watched David
Pretty
Hearn's
crazy.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is wild. I was like, what? So basically, I could
Dude,
be in
wait, I
that
thought he
church.
was a bad guy. Like,
Yeah, we're just gonna side with the bad guys because that's just how we do.
like I don't know. I get history is nuanced and stuff, but like at the end of the day, you have a line of like glorious Orthodox saints and heroes that like saved the church from the jowls, the maw of heresy, right? Then you have like Saint Alexander, the Cappadocian Fathers, Saint Cyril of Alexandria,
Mhm.
Pope Saint Leo the Great, Saint Justinian, Saint Maximus the Confessor, Saint John Damascene. Like all of those 7 councils have like 7 great heroes behind them, and many more, of course. So those are like the main guys, and you have like a corresponding villain on the other side, and it's like, how are you going to take the anaphora of the bad guy in this, like one of the greatest stories? I think like the story of Christ is like the greatest story of all time, right?
Oh,
But
no
on the other,
doubt.
I think like the story of the church after that is like probably the second greatest story of all
Like a
time.
sequel.
Yeah, and it's like you have like hundreds, like thousands of years, right? Like 2,000 years of epic heroes and horrendous villains. And they're just
Mhm.
gonna like toss that aside and be like, "Well, Nestorius wasn't so bad. He was a
Nestorius
bad
was an
guy."
historian,
Yeah, we know
like
the,
voice of reason.
we don't know that the Council of Ephesus was wrong. Like, come on,
Dude, I thought that was ridiculous. I was like, what?
it's disgusting, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I thought that was ridiculous. I'm not Catholic or Orthodox, and I'm like, whoa, that's just no. Like that's
Yeah.
just ridiculous. Come on, you know. And like, I don't know. I compare the spirituality between Orthodoxy and Catholicism, and I just think the spirituality is something else. Like, you know, they stand fast to tradition. They don't mess around. They don't just like, for example, like I recently saw the Canadian there's this church in Canada where they had like this hockey game. Like they play like a
oh, I think
um,
Cleve covered it.
yeah,
It was
Cleveland
like a
Antiquity. I
Catholic
watched this
church in
video on that,
Quebec.
and I was like,
Yeah, they're cooked, dude. They're cooked. Those
yeah, I was
Quebecers.
just like, I don't know. I think God's giving me signs like through spirituality, like, okay, well, compare these two and like see the difference. And I'm just like, interesting, you know. So
Yeah,
I don't
glory
know.
to God, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been frustrating because I've been like reading so many books too, and like really taking my time to like digest all this because this is a lot, you know. It's not
Yeah,
just
that's good. You should take your time.
I'm just an
that's what
average
you
Joe
should be doing.
schmo, you know. I'm not like you who knows this stuff like
Ah,
top
well,
of the head, you know.
thanks.
So yeah. All right, I'll let you go, but thank you for answering my questions. It was
Yeah, man.
very fruitful. Have a
Good.
great day.
Glory to God. Thank you, Mason.